Hey guys, it's Zippos here from the Brand's Finest, getting you guys a deck profile of the Fire King build that I actually wound up playing in a tournament here in Florida. And believe it or not, I actually wound up getting second place, and I am pretty happy with that. Some of my card choices were, I admit, not optimal, and I kind of realized that the other day. This is definitely my longest event playing Fire Kings, so I actually got the most testing out of it today. But I will honestly gotta admit, I am happy with the way the deck performed. And I do already have changes I made. This is the exact build I played, but I do see myself making changes to this, or I have already made changes, which I will eventually profile probably maybe next month. I don't know, sometime in the near future. But yeah, let's go and get started on this deck list. So to start off with, because I need to actually get my phone to focus. Can you do better? There we go. I play 2 Fire King High Avatar Garunix, 1 Circuit Phoenix of Nephthys, 1 Blaster, 3 Fire Dog, 3 Yaksha. Forgive me for the empty sleeve, I had to borrow a Yaksha actually. 3 Barong, 2 Wolfbark, 1 Bear, 1 Magician, and 1 Flame Magician, and 2 Swift Scarecrows. Spells, I play 3 Onslaught, 3 Tanky, 2 Circles, 2 Rekindlings, 2 MST, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Bugamoon, and 1 Forbidden Lance. Traps, I played 1 Pinpoint Guard, 1 Charger Tribute, 2 Mirror Force, and last but not least, 2 Breakthrough Skill. So to explain the deck list, I guess only 2 Garunix and the 1 Sacred Phoenix. I don't see a reason for wanting 3 Garunix. The third doesn't do anything out of the ordinary, anything special. It's just a Garunix. I mean, yeah, he's like your boss monster, but like I feel like you can see him enough and establish enough of a Garunix loop. Plus, like, what does a third really, in all honesty, give you? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything exceptional, in my opinion. And I don't really see the point for the third Garunix, and I like the Sacred Phoenix because it's Garunix, but for back row. Granted, I hate the fact that it's only during your standby phase, but still, I do like Sacred Phoenix over the third Garunix, and I plan to keep it this way. This 2-1 ratio performed really well, and if I was playing against something like Mermail, or blah, if I was playing against something like Mermail, I would say discard out. Because of the fact that it didn't do anything against Mermail, it's an easy side out card if you need it to be. Blaster was good and bad at the same time. There was a lot of times where I didn't have the additional fire to discard for him, or I didn't have enough fires and graves to really start managing for him. And then there were just games where he was dominant. Like, I may move him into the sideboard, I don't know. And sorry for the shaky camera there. But I don't know. I did and did not like the third, like the 1 blaster. I will say that. 3 Fire Dog is the Fire Dog thing is a personal preference. I love Fire Dog. I like just the ability to recruit monsters. It runs over so much in this game. It's amazing and stupid that he's a 1900. My only complaint is that he's not a Beast Warrior, but I feel like that'd be a little bit good if he was. So I honestly love the 3 Fire Dog. You can play any number from 3 to 0. My personal preference is just avoid 1. 3 Yaksha, 3 Barong, that's pretty self-explanatory. I only was running 2 Yaksha back when Blaster was a 3 slot, so I don't have the third Yaksha in this. 2 Wolfbark, I'm only playing 2. A, I only have 2, and B, I don't see a real need for the third. Just because, yeah, Yaksha's good, but you can always get it back. Or, well, Yaksha's are good. Wolfbark's always good, and you can always get it back. It makes plays. It's such a good card. I love this thing. I'm so glad they have them. The 1 bear, 1 magic. The 1 bear is pretty self-explanatory. I just like it. I like the free monster destruction. It gives you outs to random things, and it's proven to be a game winner. 1 Flameville Magician. I know this needs explaining. This might just be me because I loved Flameville Synchro as a deck, and that's why I get my Super Fire Dogs. But Flameville Synchro has always been a deck in my heart. I've always loved the idea of just being able to like go ham with rekindling. And Flameville Magician gives you access into synchros. And I figured because of the fact that he's the best tuner for the job, why not just take the 1? I honestly love this card. There are times where I consider playing 2, but I am only playing the 1 Flameville Magician. It's such a good card in my opinion. I love this thing. This card, in my opinion, puts in so much work. I personally recommend it. But if you don't like it, that's completely understandable. And 2 Scarecrow, you have awkward moments where Garunix or you don't have a Garunix or a monster on board. So Scarecrow helps you with just protect yourself. And the answer for the monsters, I'm not really maining Maxi or Valor. Valor is just meh, and this is my opinion. And Maxi, I am considering. I do plan to move it either in the main or the side, and I will explain the side. And I'm again made my side based on the fact that it's an undefined format. So 3 onslaught, 3 tanky, only 2 circle, just because at the time, like when I started playing this deck, I never found the need for 3. But during the tournament, I admit there were times where I won the 3rd circle, plus like I say, it's an easy side out card. So I don't know, I might actually, I do plan to bump this up to 3. There are only 2 rekindling. I don't really know how I feel about 3 anymore. It kind of started clumping for me when I was playing at 3, so I just went down to 2. But again, that's a preference and numbers thing. I mean, you have 10 targets in this deck. Well, 9, well, technically 6 in most if you don't play the Flammable Magician of the Fire Dogs. This is all fairly self-explanatory. I played the Lance in the Book of Moon primarily for Fire Dog plays, because if Fire Dog can run over monsters, then you have really good setup at that point, and it just gets stuff done. I love it. But I think I dropped my lands for a 3rd circle. I'm pretty sure that's what I do. Alright, so with the traps. I chose to play the Pinpoint Guard mainly because I had Call of Haunted originally in this build, but I hated Call of Haunted. I was getting annoyed with it. I thought it'd be good. It turns out it was terrible. But Pinpoint Guard actually put in some work. I'm not sure if I'm not really planning on keeping this card in the main deck, but it worked for the day because you can get back stuff like Fire Dog, Yaksha, Wolfmark. I actually got by Bear and Wolfmark one time and it won me the game just because of the cards themselves and the fact that this protects the monster from dying. I admit this card's a little bit, or was stupidly overhyped, but yeah, I don't know. I'm happy that I played at least for that day. Traps, 2 Mirror Force, you just need some back row at the very least. This deck likes to spam Phoenix and Phoenix, yes, but it's not exactly like you should go without protection. And double Breakthrough Skill. I want to explain why I chose to play this. Breakthrough Skill, which is the main reason I chose to play it, is the fact that it lets you protect stuff on your turn, or negate stuff on your turn. While you don't, so that's already better than Valor in my opinion for that one fact. Not to mention the other amazing thing about this card is that like if you have to Sacred Phoenix it, or if you mill it off of Kagetsuchi, which, spoiler, I play Kagetsuchi somewhere in here, you get to basically just use the free Breakthrough Skill. I love this card. This card is one of my favorite cards in the game, and one of the few decks I still run this in. So personally, I love Breakthrough Skill. I recommend it. But again, it's my 2 cents. So that's for the extra deck. 1 Stardust, I only played these 5 Synchros. Stardust, Thought Ruler, Colossal, Scrap, Crimson Blader. If I had a Stardust Spark, this would be a Stardust Spark. I just don't own one yet. So that's the only reason this is regular Stardust, but this should be Stardust Spark. Xyz, Cowboy, Chain, Mace Joke, Diamond Dyer, Tiger King, Kagetsuchi, Utopia, Pearl, Ouroboros, and Felgrand. Pretty much, I chose these 5 Synchros just because I figured it'd be good to have access into these guys. I made everybody but Crimson Blader, I believe? I made everybody but Crimson Blader at that tournament. And everybody helped me out. I won games pretty much just because of all these cards. And Thought Ruler was hilarious because I wound up playing in one of my rounds, the dude had Burrito, and he had his Burrito swinging my Thought Ruler, and I lanced it, and then all the funny plays kind of happened from there. So, anyways, I guess to explain some of the Xyz, Chain lets you dump your boss monsters because you don't want to draw them, and if you can circle them back, it's good. I made this once and I dumped Blaster with it, just because I had the play to make Blaster live. So that was the only reason I did that. Let's see here, what else? Kagetsuchi is such a dumb card. I never realized how dumb it was until like today. Kagetsuchi and Tiger King are probably the MVPs, and I didn't even make Tiger King like a crap ton. But Kagetsuchi, oh my god. Kagetsuchi is pretty much just Mace Stroke, but without the Book of Moon effect, but a beatstick body. I mean, I loved it. I loved the fact that I could mill. I love the fact that I could just get a beater out. It's a rank 4 that works with Tanky here. And I don't know, this thing was just so good. I really wouldn't recommend dropping Maestroke just because Fire Dog is a card in this build. But if you don't play Fire Dog, then feel free to maybe play the second Kagasuchi. But I like the Maestroke. I like Pokemon out. I like the fact that he's just a Pokemon and that's it. Hoopium Pearl I never made. Ouroboros is just there because like rekindling plays. That's primarily the reason. I didn't make him today, but I've made him quite a decent bit. And the rank 8 I still have yet to make the Divine Knight Felgrand. Let's really get him a little more. Yeah, there we go. I have yet to make this card. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I have yet to make the rank 8, so I'm probably dropping that for rank 4 soon. On the side, which is really situational, and just I don't even know really what my thought process was behind this. Just bad matchups, I guess. One Gorilla, two Fire Ferrets, two Encores, two Light Mirrors, two Shadow Mirrors, two Gozens, two Iron Walls, and two Decree. I forgot Skill Drain, so that's the only reason why there's no Skill Drain on the side. I should be setting Skill Drains, and I will be setting them in the future. Gorilla. I like Gorilla personally, mainly because of matchups like, I don't know, like the random matchups like TG Stone or whatever, that back row heavy decks, where I pretty much will side out the Bear. I'll side out the Bear and switch back into a Gorilla because Gorilla's good. Fire Ferret, Fire Ferret was probably one of my most cited cards in the entire day. I heard free monster removal is just good, so I always cited the Double Ferret. Encore, I never cited. I was afraid of Evil Swarm because apparently in California that deck is still a thing. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I've heard. Double Light and Double Shadow Mirror. Light Mirror was for Mujin. Shadow Mirror is just for whatever. I think I'm cutting the Shadow Mirrors for skill drains. Gozens, I never cited these in, but they're good. Iron Moles for Bujin because I don't have a bad matchup against that deck, but I just like citing it. And Double Decrees because I don't want to deal with any traps that aren't my own. So yeah, that's pretty much the build of Fire Kings that I am for the tournament. Because I actually can pull up my matchups really quickly and allow me to go and kind of see if I can do this without really messing with the video too much. Where is it? I have it right here. Yeah, okay. So round 1, I played against 3.5 Axis, which is probably one of the most popular decks right now or something. And I lost to that. Cardinal Commander apparently put some work against Fire King, and I didn't realize that. Round 2, I want to play in Zombie Swarm, and I beat that easily. I had these next couple rounds mixed up. Round 3, I think it was, I played Infernity, and I beat that. That was really easy. Well, not easy, but like, it was pretty much if I can get my Garunic Sleep going, then I won. If I didn't get the Garunic Sleep going, I lost. Round 4, I believe, was my friend who was playing Geargia Karakuri. I kind of just wanted winning that 2-0 just because Garunix and all the other plays that the extra deck offered me were just too good, and everything is stupid in this deck. Round 5, I played Mermail. Mermail, I don't know, he was honestly not that good of a player. Like, when I normal summon my Flammable Magician, he immediately flipped Vanity's Emptiness, and I really questioned the play. I mean, I don't get it. And I knew he had to set Fishborg Archer because I booked it the turn he special summoned it. Round 6, I played another 3.5 Axis. I won that one. That was a tug of war, I'm not gonna lie about that, but that dude was annoying, yelling the entire time. And not to mention, he would always try and rule shark me about, like, Yaksha or wrong or whatever. And then round 7, I played against Mermail. I sadly lost to... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, well, round 7 I lost to Mermail. I don't know, he just wound up LGKing me and I couldn't really drop my Scarecrows for the life of me. Now that I think about it, I feel like there was one more mat round. If I remember it, I will put it in an annotation or something somewhere. Oh wait, no, it was some round that was another 3.5 Axis because I remembered I played 3. It was that or Mermails, I forget, it was one of the two. But yeah, that was pretty much me playing. That's my build of Fire Kings, guys. I hope you enjoyed this particular deck profile. Let me know what you guys want to see. Should be seeing Infernity soon, I hope at the very least. And I will upload a future updated build of this in the future. Or I'm getting tongue tied. I will upload a updated version of this deck in the hopefully near future. And yeah, thanks for watching. This is Iblo signing out.